I'm actually thinking Trump might lose more and more.
Really?
Because they are really, really unleashing the beast.
And
it's like
it feels like everyone's trying to steer this narrative. Like every single thing that's happened is Trump's fault. Everything.
Not even that, but like all the celebrities that are coming out, every YouTuber. It's like everything is just being lined up. They are firing every last thing they have to go at Trump. It's hard to know, man. I think, man, I kind of feel like no matter what happens, there's some kind of civil war. Do you know the #1 search term on Google today was boogaloo?
Really?
Boogaloo. Yeah. So I think it was Brian Stelter who tweeted like the top search terms was like of the past week was what do I do in the event of martial law? Where should I go during martial law? What do I do in a civil war? And so I looked up Google search terms and #1, boogaloo.
Wow.
More than double the #2 search term.
What was that?
I think that the second one was like Lafayette protest or something.
Okay.
So people are searching for boogaloo.
Yeah.
Think about how funny that is. It's going to be like 100 years, and they're going to be like, the Second Civil War of America, the Great Boogaloo. Wow. Tell me more, Grandpa, about why it was called Boogaloo. Well, it's a movie in the 80s, 1980s. And they have to explain to everybody the memes.
The memes.
Think about
what is it from, Boogaloo?
What is it called? What was the name of the movie?
Oh, I don't remember.
It was something Electric Boogaloo. Everybody knows it.
Oh, it's
Boogaloo,
like the
Boogaloo.
second one. Yeah.
Yeah, Google it.
Okay.
Electric Boogaloo.
I was gonna say, hit us up, chat.
Yeah, that would help.
Chat's gonna start screaming it soon.
It's a really crappy movie too. It's like a B movie that no one knew. Like
Breaking 2.
Yeah,
Electric Boogaloo.
Breaking 2.
Breaking 2. Electric
Yep.
Boogaloo.
Yep. And because 2 and Boogaloo works, like everybody rolls with it.
You didn't even need to look it up. People are already hitting us up with this.
You know what's funny about what's funny about this is like I think back to like famous quotes from founding fathers and people of great merit, and they're very like, man, you know, the quotes you read are never like off the cuff slang trash.
No.
It's always well formulated.
I know.
It is better that 100 guilty persons escape than one innocent suffer. Today, if someone said that, it would be like,
are you okay?
Guilty people, man, they should be let out because innocent, you know, they shouldn't be hurt. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? Like quotes today.
Right.
I was also thinking about how political correctness would affect quotes.
Okay.
And I was thinking like, you can they didn't say, I think they actually may have said guilty persons, but you look back at history and it would say something like, you know, never a man shall, you know, fight without his spirit, or some, you know, some very noble statement. And today it's like, we'd have to have, all our quotes are going to be super PC. You know, it's going to be persons and people.
Yep.
So like, you know,
they and them.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh, dude, this is really funny. Like, I don't know if you saw the video. It was this like 18-year-old Antifa leftist who got arrested.
Okay. I
tweeted
saw
it.
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys listening saw this. And she's hyperventilating and like freaking out, and she's getting flex cuffed, and the cops laughing, and they're like, "Why are you laughing at her?"
Because that's hilarious.
Because her shirt said "do crime."
It said "be gay, do crimes."
Yeah.
What?
Well, check on the first
So
part.
you went and did some crime, and you're getting arrested for it.
So
Yeah.
I you know, I did a segment about this morning, and I'm not trying to be mean because look, man, kids are kids. When I watch a toddler fall over and stub his knee and cry, you know, I might laugh, but it's not because I'm, you know, trying to make the kid feel bad. It's because we get it. You're a kid and you're naive and young.
Now, you know the best thing you got to do? You got to go, yes,
Right.
you did it. And they look and they're like,
Because then,
yeah,
Right.
I did it.
And then they grow up to become masochists. They're like, yes, yeah, whacking themselves.
Yeah.
No, but anyway, somebody responded to me because I commented like, civil disobedience involves getting arrested. Like any activist will tell you, if you want to go on protest, you'll be arrested. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
It's like you slap on the wrist. It's like you as soon as you get, it's like your conviction. Okay, it's a suspended sentence. Go home. We don't care. You're done. Almost all the activists get this thing. I forgot what it's called, where it's like, okay, as long as you don't commit a crime, nothing happens. Go home, and they just walk out.
Yeah.
This kid's freaking out. Somebody responded to me using gender neutral pronouns.
Oh, no.
And I'm reading it and I'm like, what they said makes no sense.
Yeah.
Because there's multiple people there. And multiple people were asking for medicine. And so they were like, you know, they were getting arrested because their stuff was left. And I'm like, wait, who the stuff was
Everyone
the other,
here?
Hold on. The medicine belonged to the other person. Bro, you got to use English, man. It's clearly a female. And like she even tweeted, and she didn't even have pronouns or anything. So like, what are you talking about? Now this guy is assuming her pronouns are they or their.
Oh, wow.
And I'm, you know.
I can see the backlash coming.
But yeah, so that's anyway. I'm just imagining the future.
How dare
of-
you, Tim?
Well, so the
How dare you?
think about
This is where we need the little Greta buttons where
I know,
she
right?
pop up
How
from the bottom
dare
of the
you.
We
screen.
still really need
you
that.
just-
Yeah.
think
How
about
dare you? And then go down. I want it.
think
No,
about
we're
the
gonna make
future's
it
going to
happen.
be. If this is what language, this you know what, man. I'm sorry. I just gotta say it's boogaloo, man. You know
Yeah.
why?
Yes.
You know why? Because there's no way for these two different disparate worlds to coexist.
Yeah.
They can't. Did you hear what happened with the New York Times? We were talking about it a little bit. I might get a phone call and I'm going to cancel my New York Times live if they call me.
That would be hilarious.
Subscription. That would
Where
be the
is-
best.
where's-
Where'd you put your phone? There we go.
You're getting a call. Is it
Yeah,
the New York
but-
Times?
I don't know if it was the New York Times or not.
Well,
Oh,
how
missed
would you
it.
know anyway?
Exactly.
Yeah.
It might say New York Times, I guess. So they ran an op-ed from Tom Cotton saying send in the troops. And New York Times staffers who are leftist revolted,
Really?
demanding they take it down or whatever.
Huh.
So the New York Times apologized
To their staffers
to everyone. And now
for
people
writing an op-ed.
for publishing Tom Cotton's op-ed saying send in the military.
I mean, was it far-fetched? Was it crazy? Was it legit to be posting? I didn't read it.
Yeah,
so-
it was fine. It was like, here, let me try and fix your audio. It said something to the effect of, we've got rioters running rampant for the past few weeks.
Mm-hmm.
The rioting may wane, it may come back, and so let's get the American military on the streets. And the left was like, Tom Cotton's calling for Tiananmen Square. I'm like, what are you talking about? He's
Excuse me?
calling for people to be sitting on a street corner because rioters are destroying everything.
Yeah.
Dude, it's been used before. It's not. And he specifically in the op-ed said he basically said we must protect the peaceful protesters.
Yeah, exactly.
Who are being these rioters, and this is why I'm like, man, after watching that arrest of that little girl, who was crying and hyperventilating,
Mm-hmm.
I'm not super worried necessarily about a civil war.
Okay.
These people are playing games. Like, they don't really know what's going on.
Indeed.
They're
I'm
disrupting
seeing
things
that
and
a lot.
breaking everything.
Yeah, I'm seeing that a lot.
This is you know what I was thinking, man? So I've canceled my New York Times subscription before,
Okay.
and then things kind of chilled out a little bit. They made some hires I thought was actually pretty good. So I'm like, okay, I'll get the New York Times again. Now I'm just like, nah, that's it. I'm cutting it off because now it's worse than ever. Now it's like our cultural institutions don't have the strength to tell these whiny little pathetic babies to shut the up.
Yeah.
Just shut up.
They're all thinking they've been spoiled by movies and video games, thinking that they know what life is about. But that's just it. They've been stuck in video games.
Yeah.
You know,
They think they know
they're
how
living
to
in
work
that
out.
world. They think that that's how it works.
I feel like your audio's low for some reason. It's weird.
Yeah, that's what I was saying
It's like
earlier.
cutting out.
Dude, I have no idea. We were trying to figure
Maybe
it
just
out.
get a little
earlier.
closer.
We'll get a little closer to the mic.
There you go. That's definitely better. Weird.
Hello there.
That's weird. Maybe I'm closer than you are.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, I can, sir.
All right.
Demolition Man. It's Demolition Man.
Demolition Man. Yep.
So
Man.
I'm I think we have this obsession with safety,
yeah.
and now we've talked about snowplow parents and all this stuff.
Mm-hmm.
At what point do you let your kid fall down and just get hurt?
Yeah, we need that.
And
Our skin has gotten thin.
Yeah.
It breaks so easily. They need a tourniquet.
You know what's really
Right.
funny?
Seriously.
What's really
You see
funny?
what I did there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I brought that around?
Yeah, I
So
saw that.
so in that clip, this is really, really funny. The one girl's getting arrested, and then her sister, I guess, is like, I need my insulin. Give me my insulin. It's in my bag. And the cop's just like, no. And she goes, my blood sugar's getting low, and I need my insulin. And then right away, I'm like, when your blood sugar's low, you don't take insulin.
Yeah, you
That
need
will-
to eat sugar.
Yeah, that will kill you.
Yeah,
Right.
exactly.
Exactly.
You'll go into a coma. You need to be given sugar. So,
Right.
so all these people are. I'm looking at this tweet had 1 million views, dude. This little girl getting arrested, and I'm looking at all the responses on Twitter, and people are like, this is obvious police brutality, things like that, and I'm like, if the cop gave her that bag, and she thought her blood sugar was low and gave her, and then she injected insulin and she just died,
Yeah.
is it the cop's fault? I mean, not necessarily. But a cop's probably like, what? You want to inject insulin when your blood sugar's low? I'm not going to give you your bag.
Yeah.
Or he might not know.
Now, here's the
what
best
else
part.
could be in the bag?
Well, here's
you
the
know?
best
Yeah.
part. When the other guy starts yelling, she needs her dialysis. You have to give her dialysis. I'm like, what is
Do you know what dialysis
wrong?
is?
Obviously not.
Oh my goodness.
Dude,
Oh,
I
my
think
goodness.
I think these people So I tweeted Antifa are leftist incels change my mind.
I saw that.
But I don't mean.
You caught some heat for that.
Did I?
Yeah, I think
don't
so.
care.
I know you don't. I know
Great.
you don't care.
I love it. It's hugely popular.
I got a
Still pretty
I got a
funny, though.
notification from Twitter saying like someone reported the tweet, and they found no violation of the rules or German law.
You're like, yep.
So somebody in Germany did it. I'm like,
Oh, is that what it means?
oh, yeah. Well, yeah, it makes sense because Germany's an Antifa hotbed.
Okay.
Like,
Oh,
the poor
yeah.
babies are mad that I made fun of them. But I don't mean incel in the literal term involuntary celibate.
Mm-hmm.
I mean they're the left's equivalent of what they call incels. They are young people who are homebodies,
Yeah.
who lack social skills, who are immature,
Entitled is yes.
sitting and complaining about the world because they lack purpose and they can't solve their own problems.
Yep.
So that's what I meant, and it's true. It's 100% true. But the problem is for our societies, when on Reddit they have a subreddit called Incel Tears,
Okay.
and they just mock and berate incels from on Reddit, and I'm like, that's a bullying subreddit. Like I'm not cool with that. If someone's got a social problem, I think we should help them solve that problem.
Agreed.
The issue is that the incels aren't really going out and doing anything.
Yeah, they don't want to.
I mean, they want girlfriends and stuff, but they're socially, kind of messed up. If you're messed up and you're sitting in your basement and you're messed up about it, I mean, I think you need help. But as long as you're not hurting anybody, what do you want me to complain about?
Right.
Now, the Antifa people who are socially messed up and believe insane things are not being stopped, are not being mocked, and actually, if you mock them, you'll get banned. So they're being bolstered. And this is the problem I had with that girl getting arrested. Basically, was saying in a normal world, when she got arrested, people would laugh at her and she'd toughen up and realize it wasn't that bad.
Yep.
Instead, she has everyone
Oh, poor baby.
1 million views.
How dare they treat her like this?
She got 1 million views.
She
So-
sat in a bus for 3 hours and then they let
I
her
know.
go.
Seriously.
Yeah, seriously.
Like, are you kidding me?
Yeah.
That's it?
The
You
worst
didn't even
thing.
have to go to jail. You sat in a bus for 3 hours.
And
Dude,
cried,
it's
no
it's
doubt.
it's more painful to fly to New Zealand. Like going on a trip to New Zealand. Oh man, sitting in for 12 hours in those chairs.
Ah,
Man, but you get to go to New Zealand afterwards. So, but I mean, like even going on a like Pacific Island vacation
Yeah.
is harder than getting arrested for a few hours. But she's getting reinforced by everybody on Twitter. But she's also getting 1 million views. So you know what she's gonna do?
do it again.
Yeah, do it again.
Heck yeah.
Like, ooh, that was great.
It's like a spoiled kid.
I'm gonna get more. Why would I stop now?
Seriously.
I don't know. I have a feeling that more than half of those views were people laughing at her.
I hope so.
Of course.
I mean, I'm reading the comments.
But it's views.
Everybody's making fun of her.
Views is views, man.
Yeah,
Man,
views,
it's
views is views.
You know what's crazy is that we used to have this culture growing up in school where inside your school there was kind of like a hierarchy in a sense. There were cliques.
Pecking order.
And yeah, and I think each school is kind of different because the schools I went to didn't really have that, but kind of did.
Yeah.
Certain groups who hung out together and did specific things, and they knew who the popular kid was. Now it's all just math on social media. And what happens is, like I've explained before, it creates the opportunity for political candidates like AOC, who have almost 7 million followers, but she clearly doesn't have that many people in her district. What she's doing is she's highlighting the random fringe extremists from all over the country into a single place
Yeah.
where they can come together online. But in the real world, none of these people form groups. So that's what happens. These kids in school who are normally the weirdo loser kids that wouldn't get any clout, that wouldn't be praised, are finding a way to get traffic online, and it's like warping their minds
To thinking they're right.
No, it's not even about thinking they're right. It's about thinking they're gaining, they're winning. It feels good. I'm winning.
It feels like it's the same.
Yeah.
Sure.
Same thing.
So you have this 18-year-old who's a weirdo. Like I looked at her TikTok and I'm like, just not one of the cool kids.
Yeah.
Just kind of a weirdo. But now after this arrest and this weird hyperventilating, I'm being brutalized, help me. Now her following is growing and all these things. What does that do? It reinforces that you did good.
Yeah.
People like this, do more. So there's a mathematical reinforcing of fringe ideologies, but more so just nonsensical behavior. Where in like the past it would be like, you built a birdhouse. High five, buddy. Oh, hey, that was a tray flip, down that stair set. That's rad. Now it's like, you got arrested. Here's 1 million views. Ooh, go get arrested again.
Yeah.
How much you want to bet she films another her getting arrested again? Because she wants to recreate that moment where she got so much praise and following. She's going to put herself in positions. She even said it. I'm going back to go,
Did she say it?
She did. She straight up said, I'll be coming back to the city. The police can't stop me. So it's unsurprising, especially when you see very, very, the internet creates very, very specific channels like the hydraulic press, the Red Hot Nickel Ball. It's somebody who did a bunch of things, found success doing their thing, and that's normal. It's like a normal good thing. The problem is that the internet allows you to get good at things that make no sense and don't help anybody.
Yeah.
Indeed.
So like we were talking about this the other day with Mr. Beast,
Mm-hmm.
and he did hit a bunch of weird videos, Minecraft games and stuff, and then eventually found his thing giving money away.
Which is pretty cool, actually.
Yeah, it's regular old reality TV. They do
Yeah.
these things all the time. They give out checks, the Publishers Clearinghouse. So if you find that you have success doing something normal, like culture commentary, video gaming, like good for you. But the internet also allows people to do really weird things like get arrested. And then you end up with shock prank channels where they run around slapping people in the face. And then YouTube's got to ban those videos. So I think that's what we're going to end up seeing with a lot of these young people, but it's political. And then political ideologues who want to weaponize that, use it for gain, encourage it. So that's and just something I was thinking about. Thanks for checking out this clip from the Timcast IRL podcast. We do the show live Monday through Friday at 8 p.m. If you want to catch the full show, tune in to this channel, subscribe, hit the like button, or check us out on iTunes and Spotify. And we will soon have this podcast up for free on all podcast platforms. Thanks for hanging out, and we'll see you all in the next episode.